Welcome, my feet are sweating already. Taking my slippers off. Welcome, my friends. Day 27. Welcome to my bathroom. That's right, my friends. Today, it is self-care day. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Taking some time to take care of ourselves on this Sunday after Christmas. A time today maybe for some self-care. Some nice taking care of yourself, whether that looks like a nice bubble bath, or maybe you're going to give yourself a home pedicure, or if you're like me, you're just going to get on a live and frickin' do your brows, because why not? Now, back in the early COVID days, in March, I think I did my mustache, and I might have done my brows, but this is the first time that I'm going to take you through a brow and wax with no guarantees of how it's going to turn out, because I have had some rockin' good eyebrows, and then I've had some half eyebrows. Now, if I'm doing this live, you know this means one thing. I don't really care how it turns out. I don't. You know what? We're all humans. We're all just doing our things, and so what? Who cares about friggin' eyebrows? It's such a personal thing, and to be honest with you, I never even started doing anything with my eyebrows until I was 35, and I never colored them until a fateful, accidental visit to an aesthetic place, a spa place that does your pedicures, does your manicures, does your brows. And I didn't understand what the woman had asked me when I got my brows done. I thought she had asked me if I wanted the same thing that my sister had done. But apparently she had asked me if I wanted a tint in my brow. Do you want what your sister has done? Do you want a tint in your brow? Anyway, I had no idea what was going on. I thought she was using cold wax on my eyebrows. I had no idea what was happening until she showed me the mirror when it was done, and I swear to God, I looked like Groucho Marx. And I freaked out. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I'm going to spot on my phone. What the hell is going on? Why are my brows like this? Can you fix them? And she said no. But after they toned down, God, I was like Groucho Marx. But after they calmed down, I actually got used to having a little bit more eyebrow, and I am used to it now. And as you know, I've been penciling in my eyebrows a little bit for the lives because I was too lazy, and I was waiting for this one to grow back after my waxing incident a couple months ago. So I am right back today for another fun episode, day 27. You know, the entertainment never ends, and we're going to see what happens here. I guess the good news about this is the fact that I have done it before, so I don't need to really read directions. I've got it's just a matter of what order I'm going to do it in. And I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to color, because then I can kind of see where the brows actually are and what I need to wax off. And perhaps that was my mistake last time, was that I took them off first. And I took off, up about that much of my eyebrow. But it has grown back. So again, I don't know, but we're here, right? And as you can see, I've kind of changed the music a little bit. I thought this was going to be spa music. It's uncopyrighted music of some sort. And I like to keep my tree up. I hate saying goodbye to Christmas. We keep our tree up to New Year's. So there's still going to be a little affection of Christmas. So I'm sorry if you are bah humbug. Well, if you're bah humbug, you're probably not even watching these. Look at that. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, my friends. Hi, Rifat. Hi Tina, I know you're watching, and I've got a few other people watching, so I can't put this off any longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to color first. Now, I know how to color. I've done this before, and this is step number 1. So this is kind of the liquid that goes on to the brow, and depending on how long we leave that liquid on, when we put the gel color in, that's going to determine how dark they are. And I know they say leave this on for a minute, but I know I have to leave it on longer to get the brows that I want. So I'm going to dip my little magic wand in here, and I am just looking. I could look in here too, but really what I'm doing is, as you can see, I'm just coating my brow with the color. Now it's that color a little bit, I think, because I've used this more often than not. So again, and I've taken, I've had to color my brows sometimes up to 2 or 3 times in one sitting before I learned that this actually has to be pretty wet. So as you can see, I'm going back and forth, getting them wet. And they may look darker already, but really they're just wet. So I get them really wet here with whatever this is. I'm sure it's a name. There we go. And I'm going to let that sit in. There we go. And we're just going to let that sit for a few minutes. And I don't really know what this is other than it's a liquid, and it goes on the brows first. And then we're going to take this nice little comb, and I know you may want to scream in fear, of course, when I put that darker stuff on. Sorry, I think I just wiped some of that off. There we go. Now, like I said, if you buy this from the store, and I don't have the packaging for it right now, but if you buy it from the store, this will go on clear. Again, I think it's just because I don't know what I've done, but anyway, my Q-tip is now brown. So we're just going to wait for this to happen and to, let this liquid soak in a little bit, and then we're going to color, and then we're going to wax, because it's self-care day today. I was going to do a home pedicure, but nobody wants to really see my toes or my feet. I can't really even remember the last time I paid any attention to my feet. And that could be a bad thing. I have lots of calluses. I've worked on my feet my entire life. So I've got lots of calluses and hard parts. And I was doing pedicures pretty much, every couple of months. And then kind of stopped doing it, even though it is self-care for your feet, and I know how important the feet are. Started to feel a little indulgent, and this is not a stance. Don't write me, don't send me texts, I'm not judging anybody, because I love a good pedicure, but I took a break from them because I wanted to have a break from pedicures. And especially in COVID times, I have not had a pedicure nor gone to a spa. And probably if I added that money up, I could buy myself a fancy new shirt. I don't know. But I don't go, I'm not going to ever go and get these done professionally again. I know, shock of shocks, right? But I really don't have to. And even if my home job turns out kind of there's makeup for that. There's eyeshadow for that, right? There's all kinds of, I like the ball showing. There we go. All right, there we go. So this could be, it could be on there enough. I don't know. I have a sneaking feeling I should keep it on a little longer. I don't want to have to go through the process any more than twice, which I've done before. Sometimes I get one brow that's darker than the other. Again, ask me if I care. I don't care. There's something about getting my hair cut and fooling around with stuff that grows back, in that it grows back. So I have no problem. If you've known me over the years, I have no problem cutting my hair. This is actually the longest my hair has been right now, and it is about down to here, and I'm sure if I straightened it, it would be even longer. but I have gone to almost brush cut, really, where I've just had hair on the top of my head. But the thing of it is, it always grows back. It doesn't matter. It grows back. So I don't care. And that's why, too, I can go on a limb and do some of this stuff. So this might be the cutest little comb you've ever seen. And we're going to comb the gel. So there's gel in this tube number 2. There's gel, and what we do is we squeeze the gel on here like so. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. See the gel going on there? There's gel on there. And then we comb it. Oh, yeah. Now, this is not a facsimile of how this is going to look. We just comb it on. Back and forth we go here a little bit to comb it on to coat the hair. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other brow as well. And again, combing it on. I don't do as good a job with this one. Oh, shit. See, I don't do a good a job with this one as I do my other brow. But it's okay. It's okay. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out, my friends. Okay. This one, of course, see, you see a difference already. But this one is giving me grief. And I think it's just because I have... Okay, well, yeah, you can see, and I think it just had something to do with my left hand. But now we're going to wash that off, letting it sit for a minute. And they say, again, the brown really doesn't really make any difference how long you keep this on for. I'm going to grab a little shampoo from my shower, because they say to wash it off with a little shampoo. This is not how it's going to look at the end of it. This is just the middle part of it. Okay, you know what? I don't think that that's going to be terrible. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I think I'm going to do a quick rinse out of here, and we'll see how it looks. I'm going to take a little shampoo on my hands. There we go. One moment. If you hear loud laughing, you'll know something has gone terribly wrong. Okay. It's not terribly wrong. Look at that! I have brows. Okay, that is probably the best. That's probably the best that has happened. Look at that. Look at that. These are my brows. These are my brows. These are my brows. These are my brows. Okay. So, and the other thing I learned is that this will get just a little bit darker. But look, it matches my hair. Well, I've got a headband on under here. I decided to throw the hat on in the last moment just to keep it going. Just to keep the holiday flair just to go in a little bit. Okay, now comes the tricky part. I could leave them like this, but I promised you a brow job. And where I'm going to go in with the wax is just kind of right under here to get those stray brows, and right under here to get those stray brows. I don't do like up here. And God, have you ever been and get your eyebrows done where they actually do the temples? Like, what is the deal with waxing the frickin' temples? We women have enough stuff that we can do to our face so we can, match this ideal of what society says we should look like. And, that's upper lip, that's tweezing and hairs out of moles when you get older. That is, some people get fake eyelashes all the time, and doing our brows. But the temples? Really? Thank you, Tina. Yeah, actually, it does look, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. The next portion of our show today is the brow wax. And again, they come in these lovely, handy little strips, and each one has 2. So when I split this apart, there's wax on both sides, you see. And I can use one as much as I want on one eye and then another on the other eye. So we're just gonna keep going here. Oh, well that I ripped off half of my, okay. Well, I think that might be a dud. We're gonna try a different one for TV purposes, because I think that one ripped, I don't know, I think it was faulty. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But for you, my loyal 2 viewers, we're gonna go and we're gonna do it right style. So there are my 2 wax strips. I'm putting one down on the counter, and then I'm gonna go in. But I'm gonna go in on the mirror over here by placing this underneath without getting the rest of the brow. And the trick is not to get the rest of the brow like I did last time. So I'm just gonna go in, there we go, and just go up right beneath the brow. And that's the trick. You see what I'm doing here? I'm going right beneath the brow. I'm not getting the brow in. I'm just going right beneath it. Kind of like this. And then I'm gonna rip it like we all know. Oh! Whoo! Look at that hair. Oh boy. So there we go. And you can literally take the last little bit if you want. I don't need to go over that again. I think I got the hair that I wanted. So there's one brow done. And we're just gonna go right in with the second wax on the second brow. Okay, we're doing it again. I'm gonna look in the mirror here first, my friends, to make sure that I don't get... Okay, so I'm putting it around so I don't get the actual brow in, because we don't want that. There we go. So I kind of have it in like that underneath the brow without chopping off any of the brow. And again, we're going to go in and I'm going to rip. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I think we're good. And this even comes with post wipes. So let's get in there right now with the post wipes. So cooling, actually. This is all dried up. You know what though? You know what I have? Which is just as good, and what they do in the salons, I have a little aloe vera. Actually, this has got a little oil in it. So I believe this is the after treatment. It's I think it takes off the residual of the wax that's on the brow. And for me, hi Carol. Yes, you'll have to watch on replay. I think this is the most successful my brows have been because I still have full brows. I'm going to put a little of the aloe vera, when you go to a salon, and then there's a little aloe vera. That's nice and cooling, that they go, oh, there you go. There's your nice cooling. Now, check this out, man. I am pretty happy. I don't have to pencil these in now for the next little while. And I like having brows. I will admit, I went 35 years without really having eyebrows or paying any attention. But again, it's the little things, isn't it? Isn't it the little things that we can do for ourselves that really make the difference in our worlds? Because nobody's going to look after you like you can look after yourself. And I'm saying that because only you know you. You might have partners, you might have friends who know you, but only you know deep in your heart what makes you happy. And if you can find a few things that you do for yourself, whether it's a bubble bath, whether it's listening to nice music, whether it's picking up that Christmas book. I found another, I'm loving the Christmas storybook. I really am. And I'm going to come back tonight. I read last night, but I've really been enjoying them. And they're fun, right? They only take a few minutes to read, maybe 10 minutes to read. And I've been enjoying reading them. There's been something kind of soothing about that. Again, something else that I like to do is read aloud. And I never even thought I'd like to read aloud, but it wasn't until I started doing these lives. And look, I really thought I was going to feel like an idiot reading aloud. I thought, how can I do anything serious? But I can do some serious things. And reading is one of the things that I really liked, that I enjoyed doing. And I'm gonna continue doing it because we still have more lives to get through. Everybody is still dealing with the ramifications of Christmas Day and Boxing Day. There's still emotions all over the place. Today, my husband, I can't because there might be somebody on here watching. I don't know. But we've got some Santa things to do today. Yes, my friends, I'm getting out of the house after 2 days. My time checker just came in. Graham, do you know what time it is? No. So we have no idea what time it is. Look at my brows. I know, we have no idea what time it is. What time is it? Can't see that.
Oh, I can see it.
Can't see that.
12:24.
12:24. Look at that. So if anybody is interested in doing this at home, as I showed you, it's really not that hard. You just have to trial and error it a bit. Okay, I lost my music again. You really have to just kind of trial and error it a bit by, playing around. And that's basically what I did. And look, this is the first time out, and I've got some good brows. I'm really impressed. And they will get a little bit darker. Is also what I've learned, is that they will get thank you, Tina, 12:24. Yes, so they will get a little bit darker through the day, and that's okay. It's not like they're going to turn black. And I'm quite happy. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? I hope you've had a great Christmas and you're enjoying your holiday in whatever that kind of looks like for you. Self-care day today for me looked like eyebrows. And that is it for self-care day. So I'm going to come on a little later. I'm not going to say the time. I'm just going to come on. I'm going to read a little bit, maybe by the fire, read a couple more short stories. I actually just finished reading one, but there's a couple of really juicy ones in there. And I don't want to read any more because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, including myself. So I'm going to read a couple more stories tonight from my Christmas book at some point. And tomorrow we are coloring. I think I've got a like what the fuck coloring book or something like that. As you saw with my paint by number yesterday, I'm giving up on the paint by number, honestly. Or I'm going to find a paint by number that really is for kids, like for up to 9 years old, that's got big blocks and big color. But I actually kind of like my puppy dogs, my artist interpretation of the paint by number, which I was not disappointed with, to be quite honest. What would have disappointed me was if I had just thrown it away. That would have been disappointing to me because that would have meant I gave up. Now, this is only me. If you were painting your paint by number and you threw it out, that's fine, because I know you were all following along. And I really thought about that. I thought, well, fuck, this is stupid. I'm going to throw this away. And then I thought, I'm not going to throw it away because there is no wrong way to do it. There's no wrong way. There's a societal way. There's the direction way, that this is the right way. And if you do it any other way, it's the wrong way. But for me, I painted a picture. It was my interpretation of a picture, and I liked it. So tomorrow, my friends, we're going live, probably later in the day, maybe at about 4 o'clock, because I've been doing things a little bit earlier. We're going to get back into about 4 o'clock tomorrow for coloring. I think it's my What the Fuck coloring book. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the title, but It's a fun coloring book. It's low stakes. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow. And if you're watching on replay today, God, I got the pre-wax all over my forehead. I'm a little greasy. If you're just tuning in, this is the after. I should have taken a before picture. Silly me. Anyway, these are my brows after. Now you might think that there's no difference whatsoever if you've been watching the lives because I've been penciling them in, but I don't have to pencil in anymore, and I've also waxed. Home job, saving me money every month. I bought wax and color back in April. You know, both of them cost me like $20 together. Best investment I ever made. I'm telling you. I don't have to go to a salon anymore for this. And that makes me very happy. So thank you all for joining me. Day 27 of December lives done. I can't believe we're getting to the end of the lives. It's ridiculous how this month has gone by. Crazy. Anyway, thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching on the replay. Thank you for joining me in my bathroom. And hey, Phil, you missed the eyebrows, man. You gotta go back now, Phil. If you need a good eyebrow tutorial on how to wax and color your brows, look no further than day 27 because we have done it. And I really do have to say, aw, thanks, Phil. I enjoy doing these. I like being seen, which is something that I used to be ashamed of before our good friend. Oh, you did see it all. See, I can't see who's watching. It's really weird. Like I have 3 people watching, and then I click off the live and really 20 people have watched. So I don't know if that's a privacy thing. That's why I don't call anybody else out when they're watching or not, because maybe that's a privacy setting, and it's okay. I'm here for you, whether you're watching in secret, whether you're watching on the replay, whether you just watch in quiet without any comments, because it's not about me. It's really not. It is about us. It's about community, and it's about connection. And that is what December for me and 2021 is going to be all about. Continuing on my journey of spreading joy, love, and laughter on my own and with Hilarapy. And it's not going to stop. It's just not going to stop. So thank you all very much for joining me. Stay tuned later today. I don't know when it'll be. It might be evening for story time. I'm going to read another couple stories from the book. And tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I'm coloring. Thank you all very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Or later on tonight. Later on tonight, we'll see you for story time. Good night or goodbye for now.